Welcome, grade 12 to Maths and Science series Life Sciences with Spongile. So, we are continuing with the topic DNA code of life. Now, I need you to know for exam purposes the functions of DNA and these basic calculations and what DNA replication is. So, what we have here is the functions of DNA. So, a section of DNA forms genes that carry hereditary information. So meaning one of the functions of DNA, it is to carry hereditary information. And then DNA contains coded information for protein synthesis, meaning DNA is also very important for the protein synthesis process. And then we have the basic calculations. I told you something previously that the nitrogenous bases of these nucleic acids, they complement each other. And when they complement each other, it means that they are equally expressed. So if adenine is 30%, and then they ask a question like, what is the percentage of cytosine? Well, it's best that you first go to the relationship between the nitrogenous bases first. So adenine, I said it is complementary with T, right? And cytosine is complementary with G. So if adenine is 30, it means that T is also 30. And then 30 plus 30 is going to give you 60. And then out of that 60%, since we're talking about percent, for it to be a full percent, we are going to need the 100%. So now that we have the 60% of the 100%, we are left with the 40%. But in this 40%, we know that we need to share it between cytosine and guanine. And cytosine and guanine, their relationship is complementary, meaning they are also equally expressed in every DNA molecule. So we are going to divide the 40 into 2 because we need to give it to guanine and some to cytosine. So that's why we divide the 40 by 2 to get that 20% of cytosine. And then they can also ask you the question as, if cytosine is 20%, what is the ratio between thymine and guanine? So if DNA has 5,000 bases, only 500 is guanine. What is the ratio of thymine and cytosine? Try and attempt those, and if you have attempted them, comment on the comment section below, and then I will give you the answer. Thank you. And then we move to the process, the very first process of the term, which is called DNA replication. So you've heard about this in grade 10. You were talking about the phase that is called interphase, and you said during interphase, DNA replication occurs where DNA makes an exact copy of itself, remember, and blah blah blah, you'd sing and all of that. Now, you need to know this, that DNA replication is the process whereby DNA makes an exact copy of itself during a cell division. Oopsie, I keep making mistakes. I think that is because I'm only human after all. Not so nice of my handwriting there, but anyway, during interphase. So this process, DNA replication, it takes place during interphase in the nucleus. This is very important, grade 12, that this process takes place in the nucleus. Okay, in the nucleus. So after it takes place in the nucleus, it is gonna take place because it wants to double the chromosome number and the genetic material. Results is that it forms an identical daughter cell during mitosis. Now